Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, let's get started. Now, if you've been watching my channel for any extended period of time, you're probably pretty familiar with the normal set that I use. The standing desk, the overhead camera view, and then whatever gear we're using. You know, model cycles, pocket operator, micro freak, NTS1. That's pretty much it. However, just out of view of the camera, there's actually quite a bit of gear that goes into producing these videos. So today I thought it would be fun to try and rank all of my off-screen gear for you guys, not only to draw back the curtain on some of the behind-the-scenes operations here at Freebeat, but also maybe to help anybody out there who's looking for inspiration for their own YouTube channel and workflow and overall process. But before we begin this list, I do need to shout out one of my patrons, and today that shout out goes to Taurus. Taurus, thank you so much for your support. You are awesome. If you would like to support the channel, just head over to patreon.com/freebeat. Reward tiers start as little as $1, and in that $1 tier, you do get access to our patron-only Discord. It's super fun. Anyway, let's dive in. So I'm just going to start real quick by saying that this list does not really involve anything from the live shows. That's a completely different group of gear. So this list solely relates to the normal channel videos. And I'm going to start off with an honorable mention that is kind of a silly one, but I really wanted to mention it. So this is just a basic Samsung 64 gigabyte USB 3.1 flash drive. And the reason I'm showing it at all is because I waited so long to get a 3.1 flash drive. I was using this super old one, so anytime I had to transfer footage between my computers or anything, it just took forever. And this thing has made enough of an impact, probably cut, I don't know, 30 minutes out of my workday, at least, with the amount of stuff that I transfer back and forth between my two computers. So it's made enough of an impact that I wanted to share it. It was like $10. So if you are still working with an old USB drive, just do yourself a favor and get a new one, please. All right, so in last place, we have these eMart EM-LTL-60 lights. They're just some basic little standing lights that I use to light the videos. Nothing too special, but they do help keep things bright. I'm sure I don't use them properly. I know nothing about videography or photography, but yeah, these lights get the job done, and they were very inexpensive, so I'm just going to continue to use them. But yeah, nothing to write home about, but they work. In sixth place, we have my Canon G7X Mark II. So this is the backup camera for the channel, and it's a great little point and shoot. I use this anytime I need a second angle of something, or if I'm shooting anywhere that's not here at home, I just take this with me. It's a great little camera, awesome price to performance ratio, but I don't quite like how it looks on the main video, so I have delegated it to the spot of backup camera. It's really nice. You can flip the screen up, see what you're saying, and touch screen and everything, and it just, yeah, it's a good solid camera. So I like it, but it doesn't impact the channel too much. Next up is my main camera, the camera that I'm filming on right now, the Panasonic Lumix DMC G7. This camera has been a workhorse for the channel, and basically has required next to no fuss on my part. It's really easy to use. It has a direct line in if I'm in a pinch audio-wise. In fact, a lot of the early like 2019 videos that I filmed on the channel, I would run the pocket operator audio directly into the line in on the camera. So that's pretty nice to have that option. It's also the camera that we use to do all of the live stream shows, and it just works really well. Now there is a kind of a part two to this one though. This little battery adapter here is the real hero. This basically acts as a power adapter for the camera and allows me to have it constantly plugged in and powered on without draining any batteries. So in fourth place is this Anker, I don't know how to say it, USB 3.1 hub. This stays plugged into the computer here at my desk, and it basically always gives me access to 10 3.1 USB ports at a moment's notice. This powers the MicroFreak, the NTS1, the KeyStep, as well as letting me use the KeyStep, the Launchpad Mini, the Launch Control XL with Ableton as MIDI controllers. It also allows me to have my Zoom H5, more on that later, plugged into the computer as an audio interface. And yeah, it's just saved me a lot of hassle whenever I set up to film. or move stuff around. When I got this, it considerably cut down on my workflow time here at the desk. Third is the Pocket Operator Glide Case by Analog Cases. As often as I use my pocket operators on the channel, this case is always on top of my desk, right off camera. I've done a full review of this case here on the channel. I'll link that down below. A spoiler alert, I absolutely love it. This lets me have my most used pocket operators. In this case, we've got the Mega Man, the Speak, and the Tonic, just right off camera at a moment's notice. I can always have them ready to go. And even just for traveling, it's amazing. So if you guys have pocket operators and don't have a case yet, I really, really recommend this one. Awesome case. Coming in at second place are these Audio-Technica ATH-MX30 headphones. And while these are a pretty inexpensive pair of over-the-ear headphones compared to some of the other options on the market, I feel that these really have allowed my audio to significantly improve because I can actually hear what's going on in the videos. I used to use this old pair of Sony, I forgot what they were, but basically they just bass boosted everything, and it was really hard to actually make out what was going on in the videos. So I highly recommend these headphones for video editing, especially if you're on a budget. They are well under $100, and I think they are well worth it. And finally, at first place, some of you probably saw this coming, this is the Zoom H5 handy recorder. This thing is absolutely incredible. It's not only my audio recorder, both in the studio here at the desk and on the go, but it's also my audio interface, and it is the live stream audio interface as well. So all the audio you hear in the live stream is coming through through these two holes down here on top of everything else. It's awesome. Before I got this, I had a really hard time getting everything set up to record videos. You know, I'd have to find a way to get inputs for the mic, for the pocket operator. I have to try to find a line out. My desktop is like hidden under the computer, under the desk and everything. It was just a huge pain in the butt. And basically with this, I simply plug in my mic here to the stereo input up top, and then I'll plug in whatever instruments I'm using in the two 1/4 inch / XLR inputs on the bottom. Take a quick peek at the screen to set my levels, press record, and I'm ready to go. It records to an SD card, which is what I do about 99% of the time. That's what I'm doing right now, actually. And then, of course, it can also function as an audio interface for something like Audacity or Ableton. The built-in XY mic also sounds pretty good up top there, and if I needed to, I could also swap this out. It's a module, and Zoom makes different modules that you can connect. For instance, I could add another pair of 1/4 inch / XLR inputs if I wanted to. It's got a bunch of other features as well, but honestly, I haven't even really looked into them just because of how well this works for what I need just right out of the box. It's perfect. So there we have it, all of my main off-camera gear ranked from least to most favorite, or maybe least to most useful. I don't know. That was an interesting scale to come up with. Let me know if you guys have any questions about any of the gear in this video, or maybe there's something that I didn't show that I've got that you've got questions about. That's okay too. Just leave those down in a comment below. If you did wind up enjoying this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If not, you can leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. If you like what I'm doing here and want to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/freebie, also linked down below. Reward tiers, once again, start as little as $1, and that includes access to the patron-only Discord. Other than that, have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.